What up, YouTube? Moose coming at you once again with a build update, status update, end of the year blowout, stash ad, whatever, you name it, it's here. Let's check it out. Alright, first and foremost, I know it's been a while. I just looked at YouTube. It's been almost 2 months since I've done a video. And I owe y'all something. I've had a lot going on. You know, everybody does. Holidays, work, especially I work retail. So it was our busy season. I've just been stressed out, busy. Kind of didn't want to do anything. Just relaxing, watching TV, playing video games. But I figured it was time to clue you all in what was going on. I've been working on models. They've been slow. I've needed paints. I've got paints on order now, which is great. So I can continue them on. You'll see that in a minute. And kind of just lollygagging about. So yeah, let's go check out the models and we will come back after that. Alright, so on to the model updates. So as you can see with the Tamiya P47, I have started paint. I've got the wings and the upper part of the fuselage as well as the tail and a little bit of the rear, the elevator painted. Tried to do some tonal variations on the different panels. I don't know how it looks, how it'll come out when it's done, but that is what I've got so far. Bottom side already, all painted in the like neutral gray. Again, I tried to do some panel line tonal shading and stuff. Had to come back and retouch up the chromate yellow and a little bit in the wheel wells. I didn't realize it, but this model does not allow you to have the canopy open in any way, shape, or form. So I got to go back and mask those up, paint them the interior color, and then paint them the exterior color before I fit it on. I've got the little HUD display as well that painted already to install to the front piece there, so those aren't permanently attached. It's coming along. I mean, it's taking me long enough, but it's coming along. Next up, we have the Das Werk Kettenkrad. So as you can see, I got it primed black, and then I went back and I painted it the Tamiya German gray. Like an idiot, I accidentally attached that, and then afterwards realized, hey, stupid, you gotta paint the sprocket still. So that is what it is. It'll have to be painted on there. The rest of them I left off so that I can get them hit with paint before adding them, of course. I have not started building the tracks at all for that, so that'll be fun just because they're tiny and they're functional. So, excuse me. Next up, if I don't hit my camera, is the Mini-Art Mine Roller. As you can see, I've got it primed, the hull, and the wheels are attached at this point because of the way they fit. I ended up having to super glue them, so they're supposed to be able to turn freely. I mean, who cares? But I had to glue them because the connection point is minuscule, if you could even call it that. And I figured rather than breaking off or whatever, just glue them into place and call it a day. So I decided to go ahead and prime it black because I want to get the green painted on all this before I continue on any further. All the little lugs here on the front I got to add, and over here, and a few more over here to hold the spare track links. I don't have them attached yet, and I'm okay with them not being on there in prime black because it'll give some highlight as well. And then of course, before I actually paint, I want to go back and put some little highlights on some of the bigger panels to break up the monotony before I paint it the final green. Once that's done, then I'll go back and I'll build a little turret, basket, whatever you want to call it, that sits here. And then I will go back and start building the mine roller itself to attach out front. So that one's taken forever. I'm loving the way it's looking. It's kind of a pain. There's a lot of fit issues, but it is my first mini art, so I didn't expect perfection out of it anyways. The next one, and it's one I started on, I don't think you guys have seen it yet, is the Ryfield Models I don't know what the actual name of it is. M1240A1 MATV. So here's the chassis of it, more or less completed. It needs primed at this point, and then I believe it gets painted like desert tan or beige or whatever you'd call it, but I'll give you a close-up of some of the parts on it. So there is the front, and believe it or not, the steering does work if you're careful with how you put the things. Then there's the rear with the diff. There's a little step back here. Show you the bottom side. So there's many hours put into this kit already. I mean, the detail on it is exquisite. I love it. It's a great challenge. It's proving to be fun, rewarding. So there's some PE. The PE was kind of a fun one to do. Building this little box here was actually difficult, and then you attach the PE and then you attach it to the bumper. If I were to do it again, I would not do it the way they said. I think I would just kind of build things up on that front bumper instead of fitting it to the bumper as a completed unit. It made it fit a little hard, but it looks good still nevertheless. So there's the chassis of that, and then I built the radiator. Real simple, couple pieces, sits off to the side. I gotta figure out what color that gets painted. And then the Caterpillar engine. So there are tons of little pieces all over on this. My camera won't focus that close, unfortunately. But I'll kind of give you guys a spin around of it. The front, I don't have the belts and pulleys and stuff on it yet, of course, because I need to paint this. I mean, this is all going to be yellow. I believe there's some like metal colors here back at the transmission. So I want to do that. That also brings me to another point I have with engines. So the engine block is yellow, but the transmission is like steel, aluminum, you know, something like that. I wish they'd be separate pieces, not included together, so that I could do that and then that, and separate things, paint them, and then attach them. But there's that. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed those models, and I guess at this point let's talk about some stash ads. So for Christmas, family members, they got me a $30 gift card to Sprue Brothers. I used that to purchase paints that I've been needing because I kind of put it off. I paid off my car 6 months early. I was so ecstatic to be doing so, but at the expense of my hobbies because I could not afford the money for the paints. So now I got that money and coming in again. So I got the paints ordered for, like I said, the Ryfield MATV, the Mine Roller. I'm forgetting something. I don't know what I'm forgetting, but I'm forgetting something. But paint's on order. And one of the other things that I got was from a really good friend of mine, really good buddy. Never met him, but he is a great friend, not in person. I mean, I've talked to him about on the daily. But great person. Was not expecting this at all for Christmas. It actually blew my mind. I kind of had my suspicions on it. But let me tell you, I was ecstatic as crap when I opened it on Christmas morning. Christmas Eve. I opened it Christmas Eve. I cheated. Too much going on Christmas Day. I did not want to do it then. I wanted it Christmas Eve, so shh. But anyways, so I've talked about a specific model for a while now, and one that I wanted to get. Looked cool, and one of the things to go with it was the Mobius models. It's a 125th. It's a trailer, box trailer. Has a reefer option. Somewhere it might say that. Hey, right there. Not even close, guys. To go with, of course, the Mobius models, the 125th. International Lone Star, which you might be able to see a picture up front there. Pulling it. Truck. Love the way that the Lone Star looks. I think it's a really cool modern take on the semi. Very aerodynamic looking, very sleek, very cool. So I've been eyeing that model, said I wanted it, and I'd also said, you know, it'd be cool is to add a trailer to it. So I have a really big, cool, impressive thing. Definitely going to have to get this thing its own shelf to sit on. So yeah, my good buddy Ed Connell, really good man. I mean, how amazing is that? I mean, come on. As you can see, I'll flip it over, I guess. So there's the Lone Star that I was talking about. Definitely not doing mine in that color, but I might do the ERB trailer like that just because it adds a little visual flair to an otherwise white box. But I can't believe how hefty the thing is actually. I was surprised and taken aback when I opened it just how much weight is in that box. I need to weigh it. I will have a review video on that, unboxing review. I can't call it a review. I hate people calling them reviews. It is an unboxing video. So be looking for that because Ed actually wanted to see some of the details and all that on this trailer. I figured there's not many of them on the internet. We're going to do one. Give you all a nice good close-up of that. And then the only other thing model related I got for Christmas, well, I bought for myself. I mean, it counts. Come on. I paid off my car. I deserve to spoil myself for Christmas. So one of the models that I've been looking for ages, and it's been out of stock, and the only time I can find it is like crazy high pricing on different retailers, resellers especially. Kind of given up on it. I was bummed out and logged on to the Sprue Brothers one day and just decided to look through the new arrivals, and lo and behold, it's listed in new arrivals. It's not new. There's a new marking for it in the box, but it's not new. But I didn't care. I ordered it. So I will physically zoom back on this one. So as you can see, it is Airfix 1/24th scale Hawker Typhoon, the car door. So in the original boxing, there's 4 markings for it, for different squadrons. But then this one actually includes markings for a German restored version shortly after World War II. Therefore, it's a new boxing. I'm not going to do the German one. I already flipped through the instructions on this. They don't tell you anything specific to the German one. It's just a decal sheet and a color call out thrown in the box as an afterthought. So I don't know which variants of different parts need to go on it. I'm sure I could do research and figure that out, but I ain't about that. So I decided I'm going to do one of the ones included in the box because I think they're really cool looking birds anyways. I got to figure out what colors this needs because they do not tell you anything. I'll give you a list at least of what colors are needed throughout the build just for the final markings. So I got to do that. Again, I'm definitely going to do an unboxing of that one. I know there's videos out there of people unboxing it, but come on, you got to do an unboxing of a big model like that. So I think that one might end up being a near-term project because I don't have any airplanes other than the Thunderbolt in progress, and I kind of want to do something else. I have other ideas. I don't know. I am always wanting to do everything. You know how it is. You get a new model, you want to start on it. So we'll see. But yeah, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, you know, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Hope you enjoyed your holiday season. Seeing as it's New Year's Eve, you're probably not watching this New Year's Eve. It might not even be available in time. But if it is Happy New Year. Let's hope 2021's better. If we're into 2021 already, let's hope this year's already better. Hey! But as always, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the long delay. I'm hoping to get better at this. I've just got so many projects I've been working on. I've sadly delayed on videos, but we got to get this. I mean, come on, let's kick it in 2021. So for now, catch y'all later. Moose out.